Hi everyone, this is Constellations here. So today we are going to do a video on comparing the new Thundering Pulse versus R5 Skyward Harp versus R1 Thundering Pulse and also versus R5 Thundering Pulse on Childe. So these are the stats on my Childe with Skyward Harp. Let me just repeat that. So we have 90.4% hydro damage, we have 68.8% crit rate because we just took a 20% crit rate food, just so that the damage comparison test can be a bit more consistent in terms of comparing crit figures. Okay, then crit damage we have 202.8%. Attack is at 2177. R5 Skyward Harp, 4-piece Heart of Death, C5, and talents is 7, 12, 12. Well, base is 6 for the normal attack. We got 1 additional talent from Childe. Childe's passive talent. So first we apply Hydro, Infuse, Bandit's Buff. Okay, now. Okay, the figure is a bit small here, but this number is 4962. Let me repeat that and do a slow-mo here. You see this? This is the burst damage figure, 41962. This 24976 is the Hydro Stance damage that it dealt, but the burst damage is 41962 because it did not crit. I don't want to repeat my damage comparison video, repeatedly hitting Jovichep. So what we'll do is we'll take this figure and we will just apply the crit damage modifier to it in the comparison at the end of this video. It will be accurate because crit damage comparison is very straightforward. It's just a matter of multiplying your crit damage along with the base 100% to whatever damage figure that you do here if you don't crit. So 41962, this is the figure to remember. And then this hit here, 27362, that is the figure that we will compare because it's easier for me to compare because there's a slight pause before Childe attacks and does this damage. So this figure is the one that we will compare for the rest of the weapons as well. So anyway, this is the gist of it. This is R5 Skyward Harp, the DPS on it. Okay, now we move on to talk about the R1 Thundering Pulse. These are the stats on my R1 Thundering Pulse. You'll notice that crit damage is higher, crit rate is slightly higher because our Shimenawa artifact is slightly better. We are using 4-piece Shimenawa artifact here. That's the best artifact to synergize with the Thundering Pulse. So Hydro damage we only have 75 since we no longer have the 2-piece HOD effect. R1 Thundering Pulse has shown, C5, talents all the same. 4-piece Shimenawa like I mentioned. Okay, now let's go ahead and see the damage figures now. Same thing, we'll apply Hydro first. We don't want to use Elemental skill here because if you use Elemental skill here, you're going to lose 15 energy. And we won't be able to cast our burst. One good thing about Childe with Shimenawa is that he can still cast his burst. Great, sorry. Let me slow this down. This is the burst damage, 38808. Naturally, it's lower than the R5 Skyward Harp because we are lacking 15% hydro damage, right? Although we have higher crit damage, but there's no crit here. So this 38808. I will slow it down. 34219, this is the hit. This is the one that we wanted to compare. Okay, now let's just look at the rest of the damage itself. So you'll notice it's very noticeable that the bar drops faster too. But I will not kill this boss because I want consistent test results. So we will try it with R5 Thundering Pulse next. Okay, this is R5 Thundering Pulse. Right off the bat we have higher attack, 2353. Crit damage is the same. This is with food, 20% crit rate food. Hydro damage is the same. So everything is the same except that the attack is higher by almost 200. Because of the additional 20% attack from R5 as well as additional 40% normal attack damage boost at the full stats. Same thing here, 4-piece Shimenawa, C5, talents will be 7, 12, 12. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at the damage itself. prepare the slow motion for you guys to check out. Apply Hydro as usual. One, 3, 7, 2, 5, 6. This is from the burst damage. This is because we managed to crit. But not to worry, I will show the crit figures comparison. I'll do a simple calculation for the earlier two figures and we'll compare the crit. We'll do our usual kind of comparison in Excel at the end for all three results. Okay, now this is on his normal hits. You see it's very high. That's 40k, 40073 and 426. So we are actually able to kill the Jovichep even before the 10 seconds ends on the Shimenawa effect. That's how good this is. But obviously this is R5 Thundering Pulse. It's costly. It's a very costly item to get. I just want to show you guys the stats I have on my Shimenawas. Although it's better than what I have on the HOD, it's not significantly better. I mean, there are some very wasted roles like flat HP, elemental mastery, etc. And I don't have attack percent on a lot of the sub roles on the artifacts. But yet, we are still dealing such a nice damage. So, if you ask me, Thundering Pulse is really good on Childe. Along with Shimenawa, it gives a very nice boost to his normal attacks. Bear in mind that it is only normal attack, you cannot use his charge attacks. Or rather you can, but you don't get an 80% boost, which is kind of a waste. Let's look at the Excel itself. So this is the type of damage figures that we have. This was all from the video. Okay. So you have 4962, and with crit it will be 131k. The R1 Thundering Pulse, the 3808 figure that we saw earlier, with the crit damage, is 130938. Bear in mind that my crit damage is slightly lower, yes, when I showed you guys. It's 212.8% versus 237.4%. So the formula accounted for that, and that's why the R1 Thundering Pulse is only a 0.1% damage lesser than the R5 Skyward Harp. But if I want to say, let's say we do it this way, we make it the same, since I have the liberty of doing it. This is the difference. For exact same crit damage setup between the Shimenawa and Heart of Death, we will end up with the R5 Skyward Harp doing 7.5% better. 7.5% better on the burst. And even better than the R5 Thundering Pulse as well. But that's not the whole purpose of this comparison per se for the Thundering Pulse, because Thundering Pulse you should be comparing the normal attacks. And this is where the normal attacks come in. You have 27362, 34219, 400273. So damage boost when you go from R1 Thundering Pulse to R5 is 25.1%. Bear in mind again that this crit damage is different. Okay. I have 212.5% crit damage here and 237.4 crit damage here. And likewise, this also gives a boost of this. I might be wrong here. It may be more correct for me to use the 42k figure, but it doesn't matter because this is to show you guys the boost that we are getting. We are getting so much more damage. And if you saw in the video earlier, we are able to take down Jovichep in the 10 seconds of the Shimenawa's normal attack boost. So it's really nice without using those type of fancy one-time elemental reactions, etc. Just pure normal damage buffed. We are able to do that with the Kazuha and banner buff. So it's really good. I am very pleased with Thundering Pulse. Thundering Pulse is really in bar right now. It's a OP weapon. It's so OP that I'm thinking of getting one more copy, honestly speaking. One more R1 Thundering Pulse. But we still have 3 weeks to decide on that, so that's fine. Anyway, I hope this video helps you guys see the difference between R1 Thundering Pulse versus R5 Skyward Harp and also R5 Thundering Pulse. Alright, if you like the content, remember that video and click subscribe for more, yeah? Okay, bye!